Welcome back to the channel, pilots. It's Plasma 1945, and today we're in Metalstorm looking at the Rafale F3-R. This aircraft is designed to take on the ADV and the F-111 with its special power in the game. Now, the Dassault Rafale, historically speaking, came out in the late 80s, first flight in 1986, as a single or twin-seat, twin-engine multi-role fighter. The F3 version is one of the latest upgrades, but not the latest. The latest is the F4. And in Metalstorm, the Rafale is available at hangar level 17 as a medium fighter, with the arc pulse, which allows you to jam a single enemy as its main feature. By itself, the Rafale is pretty awesome, but you can be awesome by supporting the channel by liking, subscribing, and leaving comments. Like, are you interested in the Rafale, and are you going to get it at the black market? But meanwhile, let's talk about the missiles. The Rafale carries 6 Mica air-to-air long-range heat-seeking missiles. Now, these missiles have thrust vectoring, allowing them to work both at long range and short range. But the farther away you are, the longer it'll take to lock the target. For up-close fighting, you also have a 30mm cannon. Beyond that, the special power of the Rafale is the arc pulse. Now, the arc pulse is best described as a single target direct jammer, meaning that you can lock a target and then jam it for 10 seconds. During that time, the enemy can't lock you and can't fire Fox 3, Fox 1 missiles. But short-range missiles will definitely get you if they're heat seekers. Let's take a look at this in action. When we see a fighter, we'll get a set of 2 triangles on each side, and then you activate your special, and you get an eye with a cross through it for 10 seconds, meaning that the target cannot lock you and fire missiles on you. Again, remember, these would be manual or radar-guided missiles. So here we've got the F-111. As soon as he comes through in the space between those 2 mountains, I'm going to target him and blind him. This doesn't mean that he can't lock my friendlies, just me. Now, as I come through here, I realize that the proper target to blind would have probably been the F-18 on the front. Because the Rafale carries Fox 2 long-range missiles which track heat, aircraft like the Su-57 are perfect targets for it. Any stealth aircraft you'll be able to lock. When it comes to something like the ADV, you have just enough range to be able to take a shot if you blind the ADV first. And here I blinded the F-18. He was trying to lock me for a Fox 2, but he didn't get that. But I've got hostiles in the back that are trying to shoot me. Now, we'll talk about dealing with interceptors, because interceptors are trickier. Whereas your range of missiles is 7.0 versus ADV 7.5, the interceptors can shoot at you from over 12 kilometers, which means you will have to stay in cover if you want to blind the interceptor, because the interceptor has to see you to launch on you, and you have to be able to see the target to blind the target. Just like I did here to the F-18, 1 missile, switch to cannons to finish him off. The cannons are quite powerful. But keep that in mind, the arc pulse isn't magical. You have to be able to blind the target, and if you blind them too early, you won't be able to take a shot on them. It is good to close the distance to be able to fire your missiles. So you have to balance out, when do you blind the target? Do you want to blind them just before you launch your missiles? Or do you want to blind them while you're flying towards them? Here, another good splash, and I'm going to rearm, and you'll see the blinding in perfection here. The enemy F-18 flies by, we're going to ignore him. There's an F-111 on the horizon. He's trying to lock me, I've blinded him, and now I can start shooting my Mica missiles at him. Missile 1, Missile 2, and he's knocked out. He can't do anything. He has no cannons, he has no short-range missiles, so it's perfectly fine. Just fly straight towards him and just knock him out. So similarly, the Su-25 gets shot out of the sky, down to 1 missile. Let's send 1 at the F-111, and he goes behind the mountain. Well done, F-111. The recharge time of the arc pulse is 25 seconds at the base configuration, which is not bad. Here's something interesting. I blind the Su-25, which was dumb, because he can still fire short-range Fox 2 missiles on me. And yes, he's on my 6. He's blind, but only blind if he was using medium long range Fox 3 or Fox 1 radar guided or manual missiles. So remember, the arc pulse is good unless you're up close. So you may want to keep your distance and reserve the arc pulse for long range fighters. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video and learned some tips and tricks. Let me know in the comments how you're using the Rafale and if you're excited about this or do you think it might be OP. I've got 911 on this one. I'll catch you in the next one.